As if the gaudy piece of show business doesn't announce myself enough, this is John Cena, WWE champ, star of the new WWE Films movie, The Marine. And as you can see, I'm sweating bullets because I'm about to go on the Howard Stern show.
Now, John, Howard's going to want to get to the bottom of not only your life as a wrestler, but he likes to delve into the personal lives of the guests.
I realize that Howard Stern is completely uncensored, and I'm just going to go out there and be honest. You know, I really got nothing to hide, so I'm proud of who I am as a person. I'll go out there and tell it like it is.
John Cena is a professional wrestler.
I heard he's like the wrestler, this guy.
He's like The Rock. He's like the new guy. He's the head guy now. A lot of people are very excited that he would be on with us. John Cena. He's a big guy. He's got a movie out. He's considered the top guy. Look at the size of this guy. That's a real man.
This is an interesting outfit.
That is a real man. He's not a woman.
That is not woman.
You will never be mistaken for a woman.
How's it going, everybody? What's going on?
What's it like to be that muscular and big?
Oh, it's just like everything else. You just got to eat a little more.
Isn't it great, though, when you walk down the street, you don't fear any man, do you?
No.
No, I fear everybody.
Look at
I'm a
those
pencil neck geek.
Oh, my goodness.
Would you like to have sex with a man like this?
Oh, my God. Well, he's a good-looking guy.
Well, I thank you for that.
He's a handsome man.
Thank you.
And he's not, blown out of proportion. He's, still,
no,
yeah.
There are
Compared
guys
to me, he is. You never juiced? Were you able to get that way on your own?
Yeah, absolutely. I started working out when I was 12 years old.
Because you got beat up a lot, right?
Exactly.
Is that true?
I was really just
pencil neck geek.
Yeah, and it was a true comic book story. I was getting beat up every day in junior high. I finally started working out and
hit the gym.
Yeah.
Learned some self-defense.
Not even. Just that is a pretty intimidating thing.
Play football at all?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it easy for you to get big like that? Or
No. As a matter of fact, it was a while. I started really seeing results. I started working out seriously at 12 years old. And
Why don't I see results? Why don't I get back? I'm in the gym every day.
Well, I tell everybody, just stick with it. A lot of people will go to the gym really strong for a month or 3 months or even 6 months or a year.
For 20 years.
See, I've been doing it for just about 20 years myself.
And what do you do? Do you run at all? Or
no, I don't do any cardio.
Is that how you get big?
Well, for me, it's just it's what works for me. I mean, everybody's body is different, and some people weren't meant to carry a lot of body weight and a lot of muscle mass. And I got big hands, big wrists, big feet. So
I was beaten up in school too, but I turned to drugs. That was a lot easier.
Everybody's got their own thing.
He became a world-class drug taker.
I could smoke weed. I could
ain't nothing wrong with
that. Mushrooms, you name it. I
make a lot of friends with that.
I could tell you all about. No,
look at that belt.
Surprisingly not. Yeah, look at that belt. That is, you are the world champion.
This is the WWE Championship. Yeah.
You're now into the movie star thing. That's why you're here.
We got the movie coming out.
The Marine.
Yep,
and
this
you're
Friday.
dressed as a Marine today in character. If your movie does well.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably will because it's an action film.
And you have a built-in audience.
Yes, we
wrestling
do.
fans.
Yes, we do.
I know Eric the Midget already bought 80 tickets.
And I thank him for that.
Right. So
you met him recently.
He was at the premiere.
Yes.
If this happens for you, will you leave wrestling for real?
Absolutely not.
Has The Rock left wrestling?
He's pretty much moved on. Right. And I respect that. I think the reason he left was because he really wants to be taken seriously as an actor. Like, I know...
Who's he kidding?
But no, he's very ambitious, and I know, I mean...
He's a great guy.
He probably has ambitions to win an Oscar. And
stop.
I'm serious.
An Oscar?
I'm serious.
Well, then
I mean,
he better go back to wrestling.
But if you want to be taken seriously as an actor, I mean, that's your world heavyweight championship.
Was The Rock hit too many times in the head? Is that why he's hallucinating now?
No, not at all. I just think when you go into that mindset, you won't really get a lot of consideration if you're on our programming, We know that Vince McMahon, who is the founder of the WWE, he's the big cheese. He is the guy.
He will own your name. He gets a cut of all of your movies, right?
Absolutely.
Is that the way it works? That's what The Rock told me.
Yep.
Does that bother you?
Absolutely not.
Is he entitled to a cut of your movie action?
Absolutely. Howard, before this, I was a kid in a small Massachusetts town mowing lawns for a golf course. I don't mind kicking a percentage of my my earnings to the person who gave me a chance and an opportunity.
Vince, in a sense, is your sensei. He's the one who really got you going.
If anything, that's a sign of respect. I owe that guy a lot.
And you're grateful.
What name does he own of yours, though?
That's my government name. He owns what's called intellectual property.
Right. He owns John Cena.
Absolutely.
That's not your real name.
No, that's my government name.
And he owns it.
Well, it's a weird concept, but in a way, yeah.
Oh my
he
goodness.
owns the name. In
so
other words,
you won't be able to be yourself if you leave, Vince.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I can get another identity.
Well, that's what happened to China. I mean, she can't even say she's China.
Right.
She's now China Doll, which just doesn't work.
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it does not. China Doll.
No.
You never banged her, did you?
No, she was out before I was in.
You ever bang any of these he-she's that, you know, these type of, like, man-looking women?
No, I've tried a lot of stuff. It's just the he-she thing I've never gone
You
to.
bang a lot on the road. You have sex with groupies. You will have sex with your fans, and that's cool, right?
When it's there, it's tough to say no. I'm a man.
You're
know?
single?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of these guys hook up. They get married.
But this is it's an interesting time for me, and I'm just enjoying everything.
You're a real man.
Well, I'm just enjoying the experience.
How many broads have you screwed in one night? In other words, like, have you ever orgied with some like you do?
There was one instance where it was me and 6 other girls. That's
Get the hell out of here.
And you were able to handle all
Hell
6?
no, I wasn't able to handle all 6. That was just too much.
How do you get 6 girls back to you? How does it work? What's the dynamic?
They're excited to be at the show. Maybe they grow as a group. Maybe it's we attract all audiences. A lot of people think it's just the 18 to 35-year-old male demographic. We attract everybody.
It's fabulous.
So at the end of the show, if they're waiting backstage saying, "Hey, we want to go out and have some fun," am I going to say no?
Give me the best night of your life. Like like what was the best sex experience where, you know?
Believe it or not, best night of my life was in a small, just ratty strip club in Louisville, Kentucky, where 2 young ladies went home with me, and
were they strippers?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, they're the best, huh?
They are the best
because
they know. Yeah, exactly. They know the entertainment aspect of it. They make it entertaining.
Why were they so good? What did they do? Like they got
just I got the experience. It was a very entertaining experience. Everything was there. It was the stuff that you see.
Blowjobs, anal.
For me, I don't go in the back door.
You don't.
That's the one thing I don't do.
I'm with you. I don't.
But were they dancing and doing?
No, it was at
stuff
first
for
it was
you?
just all close off ravenous stuff. But it was every possible position that I wanted. Every
best blowjob of your life.
Absolutely.
I believe it.
Absolutely, because not only
they love it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They were enjoying it, whether they were faking or not. They were enjoying it, and the
girls were competing for your attention.
That's
not only
the payoff.
They really dug. They didn't charge you, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because you're on good. Artie got charged. He got suckered.
Yeah,
poor bastard. Several chicks. He gets charged.
Are there good groupies?
Stripper came back to his hotel room, and in the morning they woke up. Said, "I need 500."
Yeah,
you know. I mean, poor Artie.
Are there good groupies in the wrestling world?
Believe it or not, yeah. I came in at 2002, and business was kind of down for us. So the groupies after the show were kind of like the internet guys. It was like, "Hey man, can I get your autograph?"
Right.
This is weird, but we're doing really good right now. And as
ever
a company,
bang ugly chicks just because you feel
absolutely
bad? You do.
Absolutely.
So
Why?
you'll give a mercy.
You're a good-looking guy.
You'll throw a mercy
would you ever do a fat chick?
Absolutely. I believe it or not, there was an instance not too long ago where I hit the 280 mark.
You banged the chick. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Let me get this. International wrestling superstar John Cena took home a 280-pound chick.
She took me home. I didn't take her home.
Were you attracted to her?
Absolutely, and the experience was great.
She have a nice face?
She had a nice smile.
Why did you do that? I don't understand.
Well, first it was kind of a challenge set out to me by the entire roster, and it was like it was a thing where you won't do it. Okay, I'll do it, but it wasn't like
she approached you and said, "Listen, would you come back with me?" There
was just like a moment. I'm pretty polite and respectable to everybody, so there was that moment, and then she walks away, and then the boys start getting on. Yeah, you won't do it, and it wasn't like okay, I'll do it. Tail between my legs, going over there. I said, not only will I do it, I'll enjoy it, and I did. It was a great night.
And what was great about when a 280-pound girl takes her clothes off? That's a shocker-roo.
Howard, lights on, everything good. No lights off. No. This has to be done. I'm getting out of here. Lights on. It was a great experience.
You saw the fat. You saw it jiggling.
I saw a whole lot of women.
She blew you?
Absolutely.
And I bet it was good because she was grateful.
Great. It was great.
And then you entered her.
Yeah, indeed.
And you have to pull up the flaps of skin to get to the vagina?
It was you gotta know your way around.
You're a real man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try him with Siobhan. He seems to be able to do it.
I don't know if he'd go that far. Was it Star Jones who you were with? Was it a famous one?
No, but I'd hit up Star Jones.
That would be great.
She's free. I'd hit her up. Yeah.
You would do it?
Yeah.
You do black chicks, white chicks, you don't care?
It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
Use condoms or?
Absolutely. Protection is huge.
Alec Baldwin does not use condoms.
Really?
That's right. That's what he just told me.
Man,
I don't believe him.
Well, he's got a steady girlfriend. So this is a good life.
It really is. It's a different life because you're not working a typical 9 to 5. So I don't have a family life. I'm not married. I'm not settled down. I'm home 1-2 days a month. So I mean, you're on the road and you're traveling. So
where is home?
Home for me is when the weather is good in New England, I spend time in New England. When it's bad, I go to Florida.
What about the accusations that the wrestler made the other day here on our show?
I had heard about this. Please do.
Gay man.
Yeah.
Gay wrestler.
Yeah.
What was
his name?
I don't know. The guy's name is Chris. Chris Canyon.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know Chris?
You know
I know Chris
All right.
from a long time
Chris,
ago. Yeah.
Chris said some things about Vince, which, Vince wasn't here to defend himself. I tried to get him on the phone, but he says Vince is a homophobe, and Chris claims that he was fired because he is a gay man.
Here's the weird thing about Chris, and I've known Chris for a long time. He actually came out of the closet after he was fired.
Right.
He wasn't any good.
He was not a good wrestler?
No, he was hired by WCW initially for like a demon persona he called Mortis, which was pretty entertaining. He had the whole mask and everything. He came to us with his WCW persona of Chris Canyon, which was just a guy in tights.
Right.
And with Vince, you do have to have a certain technical bravado. You got to be able to wrestle, but at the same time, it's WWE. You got to be able to entertain the people.
Right.
Chris just wasn't any good.
You say he was fired because he was not a good entertainer, not because he's gay or anything like that.
Not at all. He came out of the closet after he was fired.
Can a person be openly gay and be in the WWE, you think?
Absolutely.
You don't mind wrestling a gay dude?
I don't mind wrestling a gay dude at all. What I mind...
What if he pops the boner?
You know what? If I look around and there's not an empty seat in the house, that's good with me.
You're happy. You want to see business is good and the tickets are selling. That means you get a payday.
Yep, I don't have to get along with you, but as long as business is good, that's fine.
And what if your tights rip and he fucks you right in the ass? You don't care?
Now, I don't know if we'll be able to show that on live TV.
Yeah.
But I don't wear tights. I wear shorts.
They don't call it Raw for nothing.
It is.
That's right. So you're a happy man.
Absolutely. I truly, this is something, you hear this a lot when people make it and get established. Oh, I want to do this forever. This is something that I've wanted to do forever.
And how come I don't hear you complaining about arthritis or you're getting banged up too much?
Because I know what I'm getting into. This ain't ballet. It's physical.
Right.
You know, an NFL athlete who plays in the NFL, it's a physical game.
Why do you think you're a good entertainer? Seriously. Now, you say Chris isn't a good entertainer. What makes it about you that you became the guy? You took over the Rock.
I honestly, everybody's been saying that. It's just believability. I am not afraid to, one, make an ass of myself, and two, go out there and be myself.
How do you make an ass out of yourself?
Well, it's a lot of guys like, oh, I'd never do that, or, they want to be the quintessential tough guy. Everybody wants to be a superhero. I don't mind enjoying the entertainment aspect of it. So if I have to do something that's degrading or entertaining, I just try to make it.
What's the most degrading thing you had to do?
Man, I had to eat soap. I had to go on the Howard Stern show and say I sleep with fat chicks.
How many times did you bang the fat chick?
It was, I had about an hour and a half span before I had to catch the next flight, and we just kind of went and caught the flight.
Do you get her number afterwards, or do you know it's just...
Believe it or not, it was walk in the door, do the deed, and walk out.
And she knew the deal. She said, look, that's all I want.
Well, it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even like, this is all I want. It was like, I'm coming up to your room. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me ask something about the belt. It's all prearranged who's going to win each bout?
Our program is World Wrestling Entertainment. We do what we do for the sake of entertainment.
But why do you carry around because you really didn't...
Because it has a huge WWE logo on it, so if anybody sees me walking around, they know who I work for.
Did you go down on the fat girl?
No.
You did not?
No.
You did not?
Fuck that, right?
Fuck that.
Well, no, I wouldn't necessarily say fuck that. It just wasn't something that... It just wasn't in the cards that night.
Why do you think you became a wrestler? Was your dad a wrestler?
No, but he was a huge wrestling fan.
And do you think you did it to please him?
No, he really kind of forced us to watch wrestling as kids. I come from a house of 5 boys, and it was a true disciplinary dad. Anytime we were bad, we got the strap. We got our ass beat for misbehaving. But the one time we could really just beat the hell out of each other with no consequences was when wrestling was on. So I grew up with the NWA, the WWF, then the AWA. It was just something that we all had. We had like a little ring set up in our basement.
See, someone told me your dad was a wrestling announcer.
Believe it or not, after I gained a little bit of steam in the WWE, my dad, with my same name, John Cena, then got involved in the business. He works local New England promotions as an announcer.
Is he Johnny Fabulous?
He's
Johnny Fabulous. I told him if he used John Cena, Vince would kill him.
Right. Yeah. I see. So now
he is still around. It's not a...
Oh, of course. Yeah, he's still around.
Look at you, man.
Yeah.
Banging fat chicks, banging groupies.
Got the old man in the business.
Got the old man. You're the hero of the family.
I'm trying,
You
man.
want to get the belt and beat him now.
I'm trying.
What are the other brothers doing?
I got 2 brothers that are a cop, one who's a professional loafer, and one that works in the tech industry. Yeah.
How do you get that loafing job? What does that mean, a professional
He is
loafer?
the tail end. He's the youngest brother, the guy who kind of like, after you have 5 boys, it's like, we got another one.
Do you give him money? Is that what you're saying?
If he needs to be hooked up, I'll hook him up.
Are you a millionaire now?
I'm eating right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
What do you got? Fancy car? What kind of car are you driving?
Believe it or not, my daily driver is an '89 Jeep, but I'm a muscle car fanatic. I got a few muscle cars.
So that's the big item you got? You got a house?
Everybody, yeah, I got a place.
Look at you, man.
Yeah.
Coming up. And now with the movie is called The Marine. It's an action flick where you are the Marine.
Yeah.
And what are you doing this? You kill Arabs? What are you doing?
Well,
who are you killing?
The beginning scene is in it's set in Iraq, and then after that I get discharged from the Marine. So it's kind of like a.
Are you a bitter Marine? Are you like Rocky?
No, I just don't know what to do.
Rambo.
I'm not like Rambo. I just don't know what to do. So my wife says, let's take a vacation. On the midst of our vacation, she gets taken by the bad guys.
Oh, did she get sexually assaulted?
She gets advances attempted on her, but she is a woman who can hold her own. She kicks ass.
Oh, she does. Who is the wife?
Kelly Carlson from Nip Tuck.
Oh, is she hot?
She is smoking.
You bang her?
I didn't.
You son of a bitch.
Somebody else got to her before me, Howard.
Oh, she's a married woman?
Yeah.
Did you get laid on the set, though, with some of the girls who worked there?
We filmed it on the Gold Coast of Australia, and that is...
That's Fuck City.
It's a very nice place to be.
Did you bang Australians?
I got a couple foreign experiences over there.
Dude, how many chicks are you going through a night? You are really out of your mind.
I'm not going to come out here and claim Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
No.
And it's not like I'm going out there to seek these chicks, but you don't understand stuff.
Oh,
I mean, opportunities will arise. I'm just not going to say no.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You are not going to say, girls, he's not going to say no. Robin.
Everybody out there listening, girls, I'm not going to say no.
Look at you.
So.
Huh?
Good times. Good times.
Marty, who's having the good life?
Throw another cunt on the barbie.
Unbelievable. Let's go to April. April, say hi to John Cena. He's the star of The Marine. He goes on vacation after getting back from Iraq, and his wife is assaulted. His wife fights off the people doing the assault.
But she gives a good fight, but she doesn't win the fight.
Jay, take her?
Yeah, they take her hostage. And
do they tie her up nude?
No, they don't. It's PG-13.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You know,
for the kids.
Kids? What about me? I love when chicks are tied up nude against their will.
Yeah, for the DVD, you should have.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you director's cut or a DVD or something.
I got that DVD, Chloroform Girls 2. Fabulous.
Is she at least in a wet T-shirt, Howard says?
Yes, she is, as a matter of fact. Yeah, she's in the white wet T-shirt. We got that shot at the end of the movie.
I love girls being kidnapped and tied up.
So you got like the vigilante act, like the Death Wish act.
Exactly.
They fuck with your family.
Wife gets taken, you go above the law,
you
thwart the bad guys.
Guns.
Exactly. Go back to work.
Nice.
Fuck with people.
Yeah.
I like shit like that.
What do they think it's going to open at? Number one?
You know what? Everybody hopes for number one, and I'm hoping for number one. We got
What are you up against?
We're up against Departed on its second week, which is I've heard is fantastic.
Yeah, good movie.
Man of the Year, Robin Williams, and Grudge 2.
What do you think? How's it tracking? They tell you
it's tracking good, and like Robin said, we got a built-in audience.
All right.
You know, hopefully the WWE fans will go out and support it.
I'm pulling for you.
There's also a movie out there where a guy drinks horse jizz.
Well, that's Jackass.
Jackass 2 is already, but that's already seen its
and it's done well.
Yeah.
It's done very well.
Damn right.
Yeah.
You got any horse jizz scenes in there?
There is that scene that you got edited out.
If I make a movie, I'm putting horse jizz in there.
Got to now.
April, Fairfield, Connecticut. You're on with John Cena, the star of The Marine, opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. You're probably pinching yourself. Can you believe that you'd ever be in a movie? Did you ever believe you'd be in a movie, John?
No, not at all.
What were you, like a janitor somewhere?
I was legitimately, an assistant to an assistant greenskeeper in a golf course in Massachusetts. I moved out to California to clean toilets at Gold's Gym Venice.
And look at you now. Yeah. Look at you now. You're in your own movie.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at you.
Who discovered you?
You're not a baby gorilla.
Gold's Gym cleaning toilets.
One of the WWE talent scouts. I was wrestling on the independent circuit.
Did you think he was some big homo just hitting on you at first?
No. Everybody knew who he was, and everybody knew he was there. Yeah.
Let's go to. Do you have to go to special school to learn how to wrestle? And everything? Yeah. You went and they teach you how to grapple. They
pretty much teach you nothing. On the lower level, it's usually shady guys who take your money and let you get in the ring.
Yeah, but this happened to have worked out.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Let's go to April. April, you're on the air.
You're a talker, so let's go to April 4 times.
Let's go to April.
It's April. How you doing?
April, you're on the air. Let's go to you.
My heart is pounding. I'm so excited.
Well, it is exciting to speak to a superstar like myself, but talk to John.
Yes, that too.
Right.
I met John Cena, I think it was a year or two ago in the Milford Mall.
Let me guess, you're a fat girl with a dream.
No.
Which is not a problem.
He'll handle it.
But he was so awesome. Can I just say, in a world of, false entertainers in wrestling, he's sincere. I don't know. I'm a pediatric hygienist, and all these kids come in and they say they're wrestling fans and they love John Cena. He's their favorite. And I can agree because he's a great, talented guy, and
How many times you blow him?
Yeah, honey.
I wish.
All right,
I
let's talk to a little girl who's really in love with John Cena. Her name is Eric the Midget.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm coming in my midget pants. I want to blow John Cena.
Little did we know we should have had him fly to meet John Cena.
No, but he was at the premiere.
Yeah, I know.
He
You
went
hooked
to
him
the
up. That
premiere
was
in Camp Pendleton. I met him.
I
Eric.
know.
Eric.
Yeah. I'm here.
Well, what do you want to say to John Cena? You're the man of your dreams.
I love you.
Speak, Eric, speak.
He's speechless. He's shaking like a girl.
No.
Eric, what's going on, man?
Go ahead and seduce John Cena. Give it your best shot.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Eric. You're not doing such a good job. I'm not thinking about
This
you.
is what a conversation with Eric's
You're
like.
choking. You wanted to get on with John Cena, and you're not saying anything.
What's that?
Well, that's my other phone. I don't know why it's ringing it.
You're blowing up, man.
Are you nervous?
No. I did have one question to ask about last night's ECW because I know you got WWE's tied to it.
Why don't you tell him how you... Forget all that. Tell him about how you want to make love to him.
I love you. I want him to give me a Nasty Sanchez.
Eric, you're choking like the A's last night, Eric.
Indeed.
Yeah, real funny, Artie.
Hey, they didn't do so well.
No, they didn't.
Your team is all unemployed right now, so,
Hey, do I hear you whacking it in the background there?
No.
Are you nude holding your penis while you talk to John Cena?
Eric, that's not nice.
Hot.
I'm
They're making me come. I'm dribbling.
Eric, they're killing you, man. You got to stand up for yourself over here.
I know.
Go ahead, Eric. What is your question? Go ahead. It's a wrestling type question. Go ahead.
Last night, ECW had the extreme strip poker.
Yeah.
At the end of it, both Maria and Candace were completely nude. Was that for real, or did they just have like flesh color stuff?
John, the question is wrestling for real? John.
That's World Wrestling Entertainment. Let me think about that. No,
how do you answer that? No one cares except Eric.
No, believe it or not, I didn't get to see the ECW broadcast last night, but I know
What? Traitor! If I was lucky enough to be in World Wrestling Entertainment, I would watch every show. You call yourself a wrestler? How thick is your cock? Hard. Is it like a beer can?
Somebody
Do you
ought to
have
think
hair
of-
on your ass?
Somebody ought to think of making Eric a manager in the WWE.
Sit on my face.
the managers usually have to have a way with words. I think he'd have a short-lived career.
I think
All right.
that would be hysterical.
You met Eric. He's a nice guy.
He
right?
is a nice
You liked
guy.
him very
He really
Eric,
is,
John Cena says you're a nice guy.
But go away.
All right,
Hey,
one
John.
last question. Have you ever made love to a little person? In a wheelchair.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Can you FU them through the in the studio for me, please?
How can I do that, man? You got to stand up for yourself
What's the
over
matter
here.
with you? All right, Eric, we love you. Thank you very much for the call, and
Oh, boy.
and it's good speaking to you. Well, John, I wish you luck with this.
Thank you very
movie.
much, Howard.
This is a big deal for you.
Yes, it
Did
is.
you
Not
find
only-
it
Eric will be out there, I'm sure.
Not only a big deal for me, but a big deal for the WWE brand. This is a WWE film.
outside is a 300-pound chick who's dying to meet you. She's storming the Sirius building right
You know
now.
what?
Really?
I got some time today. I'll see what I
if
can
you
do.
don't mind banging her.
Absolutely not.
Did you bang anyone last night?
Last night I was free. Last night I had an offer from a young lady named Tiffany, and
Where'd you meet her?
believe it or not, she works at a nice strip club over in Queens, a fine establishment.
Why'd you go to Queens? Why'd you come to Scores?
Well, I've never actually been to Scores, believe it or not. All the times that I've been in New York, I've never
Having a big
graced.
party. Are you around town Thursday night?
I am not. That's the day
we're
before
having-
the movie comes out.
Ronnie, the limo driver's having a birthday
Big
party.
party, yeah.
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
course.
we're going to be over there
Yeah.
watching strippers.
It's interesting that he would go to Queens, though. I mean,
No, I've never been there. I met her in passing. She said that she works
Oh,
there,
I
and I
see.
had the invite to come and see her last night. I just we've been doing promotion all day. I was exhausted.
That sounds good, man. It sounds like you had a good time. All right, one last phone call. You got about 9 million guys, and everyone's going to yell at me for not letting you talk to people. Go ahead, Joey.
Hey, Howard. Hey, John. Don't insult our intelligence by coming on the show and saying you're not juicing anymore.
That's ridiculous.
He said he never
you can
did.
Laugh about it and say it's ridiculous, but 10 years from now, when you're not wrestling anymore, they're going to be pulling this clip where you denied that you were juicing. Nobody gets you the size you are without juicing.
Joey, I got some information for you. 10 years from now, I'll still be walking that aisle, kicking ass like I usually do. And the WWE has instituted a substance abuse policy, of which I have been.
Why you're saying? But I'm saying in the past you've juiced.
Absolutely not. I competed as a.
I call bullshit on that, man.
Why,
Hey,
Joey,
man,
Joey, do you have facts?
No, here's the thing.
No, it's not a fact, Howard. It's just intuition and just looking at the size.
That's exactly what it is. And there's nothing I can say to sway your opinion. You're entitled to that. I've competed as a drug-free bodybuilder. I've competed under the NC2A umbrella, which has random drug testing. I was an NC2A All-American.
John, I'm not saying you're doing it now. I'm saying you've done it in the past to get the size that you are.
And here's what I'm saying, man. There's nothing I can do to make you change your ways, but I'm standing here not guilty, my friend.
Do you get a lot of that?
Absolutely. When you get a person who has physical development, that's what people say.
And it probably hurts you because you're saying, hey, if I work this hard to get this way.
It's absolutely flattering.
Would you leave us a stool sample so we can have it analyzed?
Sample.
Do you mind shitting in the box?
Shitting in the box would be pretty cool.
Artie will collect it for you from you on the way.
That's what I do here, yeah.
What are you going to do with a stool sample?
Here's a parting
Actually,
gift,
it probably
a piece of
is.
shit in the box.
It probably is a compliment, right?
No, it really is. It really is.
If they're saying you're juicing and you're not.
Yeah, but like it's a no-win battle because you can't sway somebody's opinion once again.
Nobody gets the size that you are, dude. Without
like I said, I can't change your opinion, man. There's nothing I can say.
Joey, he's not the Hulk.
And they all say, yeah, I was juicing.
Robin, do you think he's juicing?
Definitely not. He's not the size of some of the wrestlers we've
All right, let's
seen
have an
in
Insta
here.
poll right now. Robin, you say he's not juicing.
No.
Fred, is he juicing?
I think he did.
All right, let's go to Benji. Benji, is he juicing?
If I had a bet, I would say he may have in the past sometime.
Artie, is he juicing?
I go with whatever John wants me to say sitting in the slow show. No, he never juiced.
You say he never juiced, and I say...
Come on, Howard.
Sure looks it.
What?
Yeah, it does.
You're big and you're muscular,
I
but
see what Robin's saying.
John
That's
seems
what
like an honest guy. I think
Have you
he's...
seen Triple H? Have you seen the,
That's
those
true.
Are juicers.
That is true. He
Come on,
is...
what would that do for his career now if he were to say, yeah, in the past I juiced?
I don't think it would make a difference now because...
It would. I think with sponsorship, everything it would.
Here's the deal, man. It's a completely irrelevant point because now we have a
John Cena is saying he never did it. I got to go with his
and I appreciate
answer.
that.
Hey, John,
Your honesty.
What is it, Benji?
have you ever tried it once?
No, not at all.
He says he never did it.
Not at all.
You just said no.
Bullshit.
Well, Joey, you're calling the man a liar, and you're going to have to step into the ring with him.
Basically, I guess I am.
No, and that's like I said. It always comes down to one person's word versus another.
What can
and
you do?
There is no factual
You're gonna have
proof.
to live
So
with it. That's
yeah,
right.
it's
Wait a minute. Joey, what do you consider juicing? Is it just taking the orange juice?
I hung up on him. Dave, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey now, big
Hey, now.
fan, John, big fan.
Thank
I
you.
want to give you props. You had the best line of the day for Eric, telling him to stand up for himself.
Exactly.
That was great.
He hasn't stood up ever.
You mock me, John Cena.
Well, John Cena, you're a good guy. I like you.
Thank you very much, Howard.
I'm glad you came in on the show, and I wish you a lot of luck with the Marine. I love action flicks. I like to see a guy kick ass in the film.
And this is what it is. It's that old school commando type action.
Do you kill people?
Yes, but it's PG-13, so we cheat death a little bit. You don't really show.
You beat the shit out of guys with your hands?
Absolutely, and that's the old. Take it down to Pier 6 and really
Fists.
fuck somebody up.
Do you beat them with your feet as well? Do you use your
Fists, feet, anything I get my hands on.
Perfect. And guns.
I don't have the bad guys have the guns. If I would have the guns, it'd just be unfair.
All right, there it is.
Not bad in there.
Oh, thank you.
You were very revealing, as you predicted.
Well, I mean, it's I'm an honest guy, and I really don't have anything to hide. So if they want to talk about my sex life, that's fine.
But like most guys, they would deny banging a fat chick.
See, I think that's a mistake because everybody can tell a story about the hot ones. It takes a man's man to tell a true story about what really happened.
It really does, and it seemed like you gained Howard's respect because you were so open about that.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we talked about substance abuse. We talked about my sex life. We talked about homosexuals and wrestling. So, really, no stone was left unturned.
Yeah, what about all that, steroid talk? The room seemed sort of split, but you
And that's the way it always is.